Good morning, happy birthday to you, even if it's not your real birthday, because welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. You know every day is your birthday if you choose to celebrate every day as the first day of the rest of your life and start living a life you love. Why not? Why not start today? Okay, happy birthday everybody, how are you doing? It's a little bit colder than I thought it was going to be today. I've taken off my extra layer, but I'm cold now. It's not quite spring just yet, is it? Anyway, happy birthdays. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. Stuff happened. Won't go into details about that. But I can't remember what it was now. Never mind. I kept on thinking to myself, I'm going to do a live from my room at home instead yesterday, and just never got round to it. And before I knew where it was bedtime. Anyway, happy birthdays to Mette, Anna Maria, Anthony, Angela for today, and for yesterday, Danny, Jayden, Rich Martin, Mark Philip Sorensen and Mark Simmons, both from Dean Close, the last two Marks there. Rich Martin from Utility Warehouse, met him on a cruise in the Caribbean. How lovely is that? I'm not sure where I know everybody else from though, so I recognise the name Mette and Angela Barlow. Danny I think is through property, I think, but anyway, happy birthday to all of you. We're going to wish you a happy birthday. We're blowing out the candles on our cake. If you've ever watched my videos before, you'll know what I'm going on about here. Black one, think about the thing you're going to do over the next hour or the next day, depending on how often you do this. If you do it with me every day, it's the next day, isn't it? Put your hand on your heart, breathe in 5 through your nose, hold for 5, and then blow out the 5 candles on the cake. Do it 5 times if you want to. Do it every hour if you want to. It's all good. Gets oxygen to your lungs, alkalines your blood a little bit, allows you to think more clearly if you're struggling with anxiety and or panic attacks. It really helps to calm your body down. It's like breathing into the paper bag thing. Hello Tom, how are you this morning? It's a little bit chilly in the UK. Well, you're in the UK, aren't you? Well, I suppose you're Wales. Is that still part of the UK? That's funny. Yes, you're the Welsh leader was saying the other day about wanting to be part of the UK is best for Wales, but perhaps more independently minded, or being able to make more decisions independently or something. I don't know. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Tom, because it's every day is your first day of the rest of your life, isn't it? All that kind of stuff. Good. All right, on to visions. Good visions. Right, I didn't really know what to talk about today. I haven't really got a huge set of notes like I sometimes do. The video I watched today was Dean Graziosi's top 10. It was nice, it was good, it was very solid. He talks about visions and images. He talks about how listening to the wrong people doesn't help. It's well worth watching, by the way. He talks about his own upbringing and background, and how he wasn't a writer. He's got dyslexia, but he still managed to write a book that got onto the New York Times bestsellers list, even though his publisher said this is rubbish, it's just a conversation, it's just a stream of words, it doesn't make any sense. Well, it doesn't make sense. It's not a good book. And then Dean said, no, do you know what, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to listen to the publisher. I'm going to publish the book that I want to read. And he wanted to live his life. And he talked about something about his teachers from school as well, who said something. And he said, absolutely, thank you very much indeed, Tom. And pat on your back for you as well. Look, big hug, look, mate. There you go, big hug for you, Tom. And how he didn't listen to his teachers. I'm not sure what the teacher story was. I can't remember. I missed that one, obviously. But he, at the end of the video, is quite cool. He says, go out and live your life, because if you listen to your teachers and your peers and your parents when you're children, and you end up doing everything that they want you to do, you end up living their life and not your life. And that's a really important thing. So that's why I thought this vision thing, this kind of concept as well, is quite useful. And today's Blinkist book of the day is Everything is Possible, It's All Possible, or something like that. And it's all about, gosh, my fingers are quite cold and I don't have gloves today. Hello viewer, extra viewer, another viewer came on just now. Who was that? Can't see who that is. There you go. Oh, some girls from the school. Yes, they're not looking over here, that's good. Anyway, yes, so vision for the future. And one of the other things Dean said was somebody said to him once, try to imagine, who do you want to become in your next decade of your life? So whatever decade of life you're in right now, who do you want to become in the next decade of your life? And perhaps if you're on the cusp, like you're 29, 39, whatever, that sort of thing, maybe think about the next decade. So if you're 29, for example, you're coming into your 30s, who do you want to become in your 40s? And have a think about that. And who do you not want to be in your 40s as well? Do you want to still be where you are right now? And it's the other thing he talked about as well. If you're struggling in life right now, struggling to make decisions and thinking about what you want to do next, try and think about where you're going to be in a year's time if you don't make decisions, if you don't make efforts, and you don't do the things that you say you think you want to do. Are you still going to be where you are now in a year's time? That's happened to me a lot over certainly the last 5 years. I keep thinking to myself, I don't want to think too much about the future because it's kind of soul destroying. My friend Vicky, who lives just over there, said to me a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I want you to think about where you're going to be in 3 years' time. I'm going to use my real ages. I'm going to use some different ages. Let's just say I was 38. And she said, I want to think, once you think about where you're going to be in 2 years' time. And at the time, let's say, for example, I was thinking about, crikey, in 2 years' time, I'm going to be on the cusp of turning 40. And that's horrifying. I can't imagine. That's just like it made me feel so scared that I didn't want to think about it. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do the things that I needed to do in those 2 years. So that when I did turn 40, I hadn't moved forward, and that was just terrible. Of course, that was 10 years ago. That was anyway, I don't want to talk about my age. It's horrifying as it is anyway. But yeah, where do you want to be in 10 years' time, and where do you not want to be in 1 year's time? Do you want to not still be where you are right now in a year's time? And what steps do you need to make? So that whole vision concept that's where I want to be. Okay, great. I've got a vision. I've got an idea as where I want to be. But as Matthew McConaughey said in one of my previous videos, it's the journey that's important. So you have this vision, this goal over here, and then you have fun on the journey on the way, and you have all these little wiggly things. When I did my Camino journey, I've talked about this a few times, there are yellow arrows everywhere that point you in the direction of the route you need to go from Saint-Jean in the south of France all the way to Santiago de Compostela in the northwest of Spain, 500-mile walk. How do you know where you're going? There's little yellow arrows absolutely everywhere. They'd be on the backs of signposts and stuff. They'd be on these little play equipment things. There'd be a little, where is it? Can't do it here. A little arrow on the side of there going, go that way, for example. And as you're wandering around and you're looking at the sites and you're looking at the castles, whatever, and the churches and the views, and you're chatting to your friends that you're walking with, maybe you just met somebody and you decide to go and have a coffee, see a little coffee shop, you go to the coffee shop, fantastic, go to the coffee shop. But sometimes you miss the little yellow arrows, and then you've got to get back on track. You've got to go and find a little yellow arrow to find out which the direction is you need to go on next. But you had fun. You went and had a coffee, you went and looked at the church or whatever, and you came out of the church and you went, oh, where are we supposed to be going? We've got to find a yellow arrow. Where's the yellow arrows? I can't find one. Maybe look around and see if I can see somebody else going the same direction with a big backpack on their backs, and then follow them. When you can look in, you can usually look around and you can see them. They might not be going in the right direction, they might be going the opposite direction. Anyway, whatever. But there are signs everywhere pointing you in the direction you need to be going in, and if you want to look for them, then you can find them. So you set your destination, your vision, your general direction you want to go in, and then you work out what the steps are along the way. What are the little things you need to be doing? What are the exercises you need to be doing every day? What are the small achievable goals you can do every single day to move you towards that goal? And this is what I teach in my programs, by the way. So if you're interested in doing my 7-day challenge, it's going to be week on Sunday, I think it is. Yes, because it's Easter Sunday. It's an Easter weekend coming up. Yay! And yes, so that'll be starting then. And then we've got a 12-week program after that. Yay! Just starting to really properly formulate the 12-week program now as well, which is all good. I've had a couple of people kind of do bits and pieces of it, which is fantastic. Really giving me good feedback. So really looking forward to launching that in a couple of weeks' time. So that will all be good. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the day, I think. Set your vision, work out the little steps along the way, but enjoy life along the route. Make sure it is your life you're living and not what other people tell you should do. So stop allowing other people to should all over you, and stop shoulding all over yourself as well. So just stop shoulding and choose to instead. Change it all to choose. Make your own choices to go in the direction you want to go in, to live the life that you want to live. Leave the legacy you want to leave, I guess, is another way of looking at it as well. Yeah, so that's it. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely Thursday, and with a bit of luck, if I stick to my goals and go to bed early enough, I will see you tomorrow morning, on Friday morning. Good Friday morning, ready for an Easter weekend. Take care, everybody. Love you all, as always. Remember, every day is your birthday. Why wait to start living a life you love? Why not start today? And if you need my help, let me know how I can help you. Good morning, Kirsty. Happy birthday to you. I'm just wrapping up now. You can go back and watch the rest of it if you like, though. This was kind of a nice one. It was kind of free form, make it up as you go along kind of thing a little bit. Yeah, take care all. See you later. Bye.